it's Tashi. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I did my toenails. I did these with acrylic this time. So if you want to see how I did this, keep watching. Also, like and subscribe to my channel. Comment, tell me what you think. Yeah, so keep watching if you want to see how I did these big toes. So I have all the gel off of this toe and all the polish off these. The first thing we're going to do is just go in and clip any of the free edges that need to be clipped, and then we're just going to straighten them all up with the hand file. Once you have them all shaped how you want, you're just going to go in and push back your cuticles and then kind of scrape out any of that skin, like the big pieces, especially on like my big toes. Like my cuticles grow like crazy and they stick to my skin, so I'm just gonna go in and just try to push that back as far as I can on all your toes. Just for like time, I'm just doing one foot, so of course you're gonna want to do this on both of your feet. Push back your cuticles. I'm gonna go in with my e-file, and this this bit is gonna just get in like really nicely along the cuticles, just make our toenails look really amazing. So that's the next thing you're gonna do. The next thing you're going to do is just wipe all of them off, and then I like to go in and just spray them with some alcohol, and that'll just kind of just remove all that dust and any oil that might be on there. And then after you do that, you're going to go ahead and put your base coat on these 4 toes, because I'm just going to paint these with regular nail polish. And then this one is the one that we're going to do our fake acrylic toenail on and just make it really beautiful. So now we're going to go ahead and do that. Dehydrate and prime this one, and then I am putting base coat on these. I'm just going to show you guys for this one. You want to make sure you dehydrate it really well. You don't want any oils on there, and I'm putting a little bit on my skin, yes, just so I can get it nice and dry and make sure that my toenail is going to stay on there for a really long time. And then now I'm just going to go in with my primer, and this one you want to be a little bit careful and not get it on your skin, because that will cause lifting. So you're just going to go in. I do like to put 2 coats of the primer on. Alright, so now we are ready for the acrylic. Okay, so we are ready to start laying our acrylic. The first thing I'm going to do is just kind of put it all over like my small toenail that I do have, and just get like a good base started. Make sure to keep it nice and clean at the cuticle. The last thing you want is like super thick, crazy looking toenails at the cuticle. We want these to look as natural and beautiful as possible. So once you have like the kind of base toenail built, you're going to want to go in with kind of a bigger, more drier bead for the free edge. And you're just going to set it on there and pat and press. And you can, I'm kind of using like small beads of acrylic just so I can get it like nice and the best I can get it. It's not going to be perfect. They're probably not going to be like twin toenails, but they're going to be pretty close. And that's all that matters to me, is that they look similar. So now I'm going to add another bead over here. And just keep on just building out my toenails. You could maybe use a nail tip. I mean, you can use a nail tip, but I think this is just gonna be better. Maybe in the future I will do one where I use a nail tip. I haven't really perfected it yet, like the toenail making. But I don't know if putting a tip on is it, but it could be, so I might have to try it. So I'm just going to add a little bit more and just build out my toenail. And we don't want it to be like too thick and unnatural looking, so just kind of be cautious of that. It's looking pretty uneven right now, but we still have a lot of filing to do, and that'll help out. And then another thing I'm doing is just kind of using like the body of my brush and just like pressing out that acrylic, keeping it nice and smooth. And I really need to even that up. It is looking crazy. Okay, I've got some filing to do for sure, but I'm pretty happy with this. Okay, so once your acrylic is nice and hard, you are gonna just go in with the hand file, and I like to just kind of just get those edges up, especially if they're like stuck down or anything. And then after I do this for a little bit, I'm going to go in with my electric file and just kind of take down, it's looking pretty thick and uneven, so I'm just going to go in and file that down and clean it up. But it's looking a lot better than with no toenail, so that's good. Next, I'm just going to go in, I'm going to go around my cuticle here, and I'm going to get underneath and just clean up this toenail and make it look nice and natural. I'm pretty happy with the shape, so now I'm just going to go in with this white buffer and just get it nice and smooth. It just takes a second. And then after that, I'm just going to spray it with some alcohol, get it nice, get all that dust off there. And then wipe it off. Alright, so this is it. Now we are ready for some polish. This one looks pretty natural, I think. Especially when we get the nail polish on there. You won't even be able to tell. So these four already have the base coat on it. This is the acrylic, so it doesn't need base coat really. So now I'm just going to go in and put 2 coats on all of my toes. Okay, so once you have your 2 coats on, I like to just go in and just clean up any nail polish that you got on your skin. And then after you do that, we're just gonna put the top coat on and they'll be finished. So that's pretty much what it looks like. I'm really happy with it. It looks so much better than before. So yeah.